an unbelievable finish to the debut season of Madison College Esports here in the fall 2020 semester. The Wolfpack saw not one but two players reach the national semifinals and one come away as the grand champion. And to tell us more about it, we're joined by national champion Kaden Crockett, who was the last player standing in a field of 32 that began the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Tournament. And we're also joined by esports head coach Joe Hanson. Kaden, let's start with you. First and foremost, congratulations on winning the NJCAAE crown in Super Smash Bros. Has it fully sunk in yet, what you've accomplished?
Kind of, also not really. It's kind of crazy seeing people like talk about it that I don't even like interact with. Like my parents saw it and like other people that I know from I guess other aspects of my life, they saw things and they're like, "Oh, good job, dude." And I'm like, "Oh, that's cool that you're paying attention, I guess." But yeah, I didn't think it was like as big of a deal as it is, I guess.
Well, let's continue to work backwards. You won the grand final by a 4-0 win over a player from Montgomery County Community College in Pennsylvania. What was the feeling like or that you experienced? What were maybe some of the thoughts you had in those final moments when you knew that you had won that match?
Um, it's kind of funny because I was actually in a call with Baxter, the other Madison guy, while I was playing that, and the guy I played against, Fruit Smasher, he switched to a character that I'm very comfortable against. So I started off really fast with a pretty commanding lead in the end, and I kind of felt like it was over already. And then he started to make a little bit of a comeback, so I just had to like calm down, win, and there was definitely a very loud yell after I won that.
Was there a moment in the match when you won 4-0, so it wasn't like this was some sort of nail biter to the very end? Was there a point in this match when you kind of knew you had it and kind of could go into cruise control a little bit?
Yeah, it was actually not even in a game. It was before game 4, because in the game it shows you before you start the two different characters that they're playing. So I saw my character and then I saw that he switched to Ganondorf, and I just kind of knew in my head subconsciously, like, I'm fine, I got this.
Now, to get to that championship match, you mentioned teammate and friend as well, Baxter Beckwith. You two faced off in the semifinals. That actually proved to be your toughest test in this tournament. It was a 4-3 win. You've been friends for a long time. You're from Cottage Grove. You live next to each other. You're near each other. You both went to Monona Grove High School. What was it like having to play him with a trip to the championship on the line? Or did it feel like just the two of you sitting on the couch playing on a Saturday afternoon, or what?
A little bit. We knew for a while in advance because the matches got postponed so they could do the big presentation.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we knew that we had to play each other for a while, and we actually looked at the playoffs bracket before it even like any matches had started, and we planned out like, oh, if we win these matches or like X amount of matches, then we have to play each other in semifinals, and there's no way that we can play in finals. So as long as we're both in the semifinals, Madison College is guaranteed in the finals, so it doesn't truly matter who wins there, I guess. But yeah, it definitely felt like we were just having a good time. It didn't even feel super competitive. I guess we weren't taking it like as seriously as we would with other opponents
I'm
because
sure.
it's really hard to for both of us, I'm sure, to actually zone in and play our best when we're playing each other.
What proved to be the reason why you were able to win in that match?
It was actually really unfortunate. The it came down to the last game, and whoever won that game moved on. And pretty much right at the start, Baxter ended up throwing away one of his stocks on accident, and that just gave me a kind of unfair advantage. And at the end, he made a little bit of a slip up and missed his recovery, and I killed him for it. So
Let's switch over to Coach Hanson a little bit here. Joe, after witnessing this historical event on Wednesday night, what can you say about Caden and his accomplishment?
It's really impressive and quite frankly unexpected. Um, we don't have the luxury at Madison College to offer the same recruitment as more established programs, nor was that even a thought going into this season that we would offer anything more than just an opportunity to come and play competitively. I saw very early on that that there was a few folks playing Smash that really knew what they were doing and knew what they were talking about, and they were probably one of the more active groups as far as the individual titles go in the Discord. So pretty early on, I picked up that at least a few of the guys knew each other, outside of the program, which is always a great thing to recruit your buddies.
Mm-hmm.
But fast forward to week 10 when we're playing the 8th game of the season, and the next thing I know, we have Kaden at 7-1 and Baxter at 7-1, and only one person in front of them out of a field of about 200 in the regular season. I just got that odd feeling that great things were about to happen, and then I saw the bracket and had a couple of quick conversations with both Kaden and Baxter, and got them prepared, and they said, "Don't worry, coach, we got this." And that was one of those moments where I was like, I hope we're not jinxing it, boys.
Now, obviously that, a highlight to end this first semester, not just 2 semifinalists, but a national champion. In addition to that, how would you just kind of sum up from your vantage point this first, semester of esports at Madison College?
Overwhelming would be the word that would come to mind, but not in a bad way. Overwhelming because if you're coaching another sport, you're coaching one game. You don't have to focus your efforts on strategies for multiple different titles, and you're not establishing a basketball or a football program at a college very often. So esports fits into this kind of new mold that these programs are spinning up everywhere with, especially this year, with next to no planning behind them and a bunch of people with the best of intentions. And great things have come out of both our program and a couple other ones that I've spoken to over the season, that this is their first season as well. So the season was not without its challenges, and all of our players were very patient with myself and the other coaches and our advisor to kind of work through all these issues as they came about. We scheduled a lot of our games on the same nights as one another because we didn't really understand that they would have the exact same start times. We kind of started out tripping over our own shoelaces, if you will.
Esports announced the 5 titles that'll be offered in the upcoming spring semester. So kind of part 2 to this debut season for Wolfpack Esports. Kaden Super Smash Bros is on that list. Will there be an attempt at a title defense for you in the spring?
Oh, absolutely. There's no question.
Joe, are you okay with that?
Yeah, I'm all right. This is the one time I'm okay putting a target on one of my players' backs. Come at him. I think he's got it. I want to see a repeat. I think we have the talent on this team to definitely make a run at it again. I don't want to say that we can win it twice. I feel confident with our players and their ability to communicate out to the rest of the team some of their strategies and just kind of the tricks of the trade, to things to look for. They can build up the rest of the crew to be nearly at the same level as them, I would hope.
Well, once again, congratulations to both of you. Kaden Crockett, national champion in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Coach Joe Hanson, a fantastic first semester. Also want to congratulate Baxter Beck with a phenomenal run in the postseason, and as well just the rest of the Wolfpack Esports team here in the fall. Again, thank you both for the time, and both of you continue to enjoy the celebration.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
Thanks, Adam.